You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous.
All right, good day everyone and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new and you do not know me yet, I am Mommy Lala. All right, so sorry, I'm just fixing up my setup. I actually was watching TV and then I realized, oh, it's already 9:16. I'm late. All right, so anyways, thank you so much for dropping by. This is my midweek crafty nights here at Mommy Guide Inc., where I go live doing different crafty projects or avenues every Wednesdays and Saturday night. So for tonight, we are going to be finishing up what I started last Saturday, where I actually did and showcased the newest offering of Kendra's Card Challenge 21, and that is the SVGs for, yes, we've had the SVGs for the 6x6 pattern paper. For those who don't know just yet, yes, there is available. It has been available for almost a year now, and it has truly made, my doing Kendra's Card Challenges sets super easy. All right. And then, of course, or easier. Anyways, and then, of course, now there's even the SVGs for the mats and layers as well, right? So there you go. So if you have not tried that out, I highly suggest that you do so. Of course, let's just say hi to our friends in the chat. Hi, Tamara. Good morning. Good morning. First in the chat, Tamara, today. And of course, we have Mary. Good morning. Good morning, Mary. How is the weather for you guys today? I hope that the super cold weather has let up and you are having, a wonderful weather today. Yes, good day to you also. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, you are all early risers, huh? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Mary. And share the video and subscribe. Whoa, very early in the show. All right. So again, what I am going to be doing is a continuation of what I did last week. And that was to create my preparations for Kendra's Card Challenge 21, my set for the month of supposedly for January, but it's already Feb, right? By the way, thank you so much for all the birthday greetings, the belated birthday greetings. Yes, yours truly is now 3 years onto the golden girls age, right? So again, thank you so much. So as I was saying, so we started with that. I actually finished my full set, but for that episode last Saturday, I really showed you a step-by-step, real-time okay, on how to navigate through the SVGs, okay, that Kendra has recently, actually just a week ago, offered. And the nice thing about that is it's 50% off till Feb 14. And that is just for the SVGs, mats, and layers, my friend. All right. So, of course, for those who are new and probably, what is she saying? I'm actually talking about Kenja's card challenge, where we actually can create 15 cards with just 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. And this runs from January 1st to March 31st, 2026. And absolutely, you can enter to win prizes. And the nice thing about that as well is that you can join wherever you are in the world. Yours truly, Mami Lala, is actually from the Philippines. Yes, I'm all the way in Asia, Southeast Asia to be exact. And I actually join and can join Kenja's Card Challenge. So if you are here in the Philippines or wherever you are in the world, definitely you can absolutely join. All right. So this is Kenja's Card Challenge 21. Yes, we're in our 21st quarter. And these are the 15 card sketches to complete the full cards for Kendra's Card Challenge 21. Now, of course, as I mentioned, you can win prizes, and there is actually about $1,000 worth of prizes up for grabs. Of course, thank you so much to the awesome sponsors. All right. So now we continue on. Okay. So probably if you didn't see last time, hold on, because I was trying to do this. Okay. So what you're seeing right now, this is how I prepare. Okay. For my, okay, where is the camera? Okay, here. Let me go to B. Okay, so this is how I prepare for my Kendra's Card Challenge. I put them in like containers like this and label each, okay, to designate what card it is for. So remember last week, I did all the cuttings of all of this different pieces and the mats and layers. And today we're going to put them all together. But last week, I was able to actually, after cutting all the 6x6 paper, A to F pattern paper, and all the mats and layers, I was able to finish one. Okay, finish one of the cards. All right. And this was what I actually finished. All right. So this was card number 1. Okay. So everything you see here, the mats, the layers, the papers, except, okay, for the sentiments are actually, were cut using the SVGs from Kendra's Card Challenge. Again, just to, a disclaimer or a clarification, the ones that are on sale are the mats and layers SVG, and it's going to be 50% off till Feb 14 Eastern. All right. Okay, let's see. How is the weather? Okay. Yes, indeed, Mary. SVGs are awesome for this. Indeed. Oh, hi, Susan, my dear friend, and Marie are on Instagram. They're my dear crafty sisters. Hello, sisters. Okay. Tamara said, still too cold for me in Virginia. We want your warmth. If only I can send it over to you, my dear friends, I would. Right? So, but I hope that it's gonna get better. Oh my gosh. Negative 21 degrees for you, Mary. Oh, thank you so much for that. For the greeting, Tamara. Yes, claiming that for a beautiful and wonderful new year ahead. It's negative 21 degrees. I cannot even imagine 0 degrees. More so 21 degrees negative. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mary. Is that on Candace Patreon? Yes, indeed it is. You know, maybe I should. Okay, try to help you navigate through that. Let me see. Was it this one? All right. So you can see that is okay. Let's go to. Okay, cards by Kendra Patreon. All right, and then we click on that one. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is cards by Kendra's Patreon. And then you just go ahead and navigate towards the shop. You go to the shop. All right. And then from the shop, you can see that, yes, the highlighted products are actually the SVG files. Yes, if you can see the cutting files. The ultimate SVG bundle actually contains both the pattern paper, cut SVGs for papers A to F, and the mats and layers. So a kit, and that's 50% off. Originally $25, now is just $12.50. And of course, the newest release is the mats and layers, and that's $14, but now is just $7. Again, this is only till Feb 14, my dear friends. Yes, this is for me really the best companion for doing a Canvas Card Challenge. If you have any of the following electric cutting machines, the Cricut, the Cameo, or the Brothers Gun and Cut, right? So when you purchase any of these SVGs, there is actually a tutorial and a PDF that will guide you through all of it. And if you do have questions, of course, you can always, comment on Kendra's challenge, or DM her, or PM her on her Instagram, or of course ask any of the design team members. Okay, if just by any chance you see us. All right, there you go. Live or on video. All right, so let's go back. So thanks for asking, my friends. All right, so let's do this one. All right. Hi, batchmate. Yes, I know you're at work, but thanks for dropping by. Yes, this is Craftist Marie. She is the creator, founder of Craft, Create, and Swap Club, or CCSC. And starting in February, actually here now, February. So we're going to be having them every third Saturday of the month. Okay, so members of Craft, Create, and Swap Club will be hopping on with me and crafting alongside me. And so you get to know them as well. They are a swapping club based here in the Philippines. But if you do want to join, just PM them, join their Facebook group. It's free to join. And then you can, also swap along with them. We're here in the Philippines. Yes, woot woot. Looking forward to that. I don't even know who's hopping along with me this month. So it's a surprise. So watch out for that, my friends. All right, so let's continue on. So this is card sketch. Okay, card number 1 based on card sketch number 1. What do you call this? Marie, Charlene, and Susan, who are actually in the chat on Instagram. Okay, we were recently in Seawind, Boracay. Yes, the next best thing, okay, from home. It's our home away from home. And what better way to craft than, just seeing the sea, and then, fresh air. And the afternoon, we would go walking, along the beach, and it's super really beautiful and wonderful. So thank you, Susan, for the awesome hosting. And of course, we can't wait to go back for that. And hopefully, by God's grace, if we can have, another craft getaway there, if you guys are willing to go and head over to the Philippines, we would love to host you. All right, so now this is for card sketch number 2. All right, so this is KCC21 card sketch number 2. All right, so for card sketch number 2, these are the original pieces that we cut last week. So if you didn't see how I did that using the SVGs, head on to my last live stream where I showed how to do this step by step. Okay, apologies for my nails. I haven't had gone to the salon, nail salon. All right, and of course, this is the original mat for this one. But I want to tweak it by adding, because this one actually, the sentiments and the images that you're gonna see that I'm gonna be using are all from Kendra's Card Challenge February bonus printable. Bonus printables are add-ons perks for those who are on specific tiers like the All Access and VIP on Kendra's Card Challenge, right? So, and of course, when you become a paid patron or paid member on Kendra's Card Challenge, it helps make the challenge free for everyone, right? And of course, Kendra gives you additional perks when you also do that, all right? So there you go. Oh, Jay is here, my dear friend Jay. Oh, you can see the card you're showing? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me see. On Instagram. Okay, so if you are on Instagram, oh yeah. Okay, I see it. I see the problem. Okay, so on Instagram, it is okay. Okay, guys, bear with me as I try to navigate through. Okay, the look on Instagram is kind of different. Hold on. If I do this, why is it not showing up properly on Instagram? Sorry to the people on Instagram. I think it should be showing. I see it. So on Instagram, you are not seeing the proper. Okay, is anybody on Instagram other than Marie? But I can see it actually here. The screen only shows half. Yes. I think I forgot to tweak what I looked. See, this is what it looks like on Instagram. So I actually see it. All right. So how about on YouTube Shorts or on the phone? If you are on the phone, B-Boy, can you watch on the phone and check what you see on the phone on Instagram? I mean on YouTube. Hi, Judy. Judy is also on Instagram right now. And of course, Jay, good morning, my friend. I heard it's still cold for you. So stay warm, okay? Yes, Marie, I actually see it now. Thank you so much. I think that's my fault. I forgot to tweak the setup for Instagram. Oh, Mary, really? All right. So, okay, if there are enough of us, maybe even just 10. Okay, if there are 10 people willing to actually attend, at least, okay, we will push through with that. Hello, Judy. I hope all is fine and you're keeping yourself warm. Good afternoon for you. It's actually good evening for me, Judy, already, but good morning for you. Melissa, good morning. Yes, low time no see. Are you, what do you call this? Are you on land or are you out at sea, Melissa? I'm over here now on Instagram. Oh, yeah. Sorry, on Instagram, guys. I think you need to get out of Instagram for now because I have not set up my screen for Instagram properly. Oh, it's been a minute. You were in Mexico. Awesome. All right. Hi, Kendra. Oh, there you go. Kendra is in. Wow, Kendra is up early. Hi, Kendra. All right. So maybe, guys, this is the perfect time to ask anything about, the offerings that we have for Kendra's Card Challenge, especially the newest releases are the SVGs. Okay, hi Susan. Wow, you're late. You're up late, sis. Or are you working on your Legos? There you go. That's my dear crafty sister Susan. Mary Alice, it is nice here. Also, Melissa. Oh yes, I remember. This time of the year, normally you're in Mexico and you go back around March. I'm not sure if that's correct though, Melissa. But that's how I remember. Okay, but on my phone, so you can see me well on YouTube on my phone, but now you're on my TV. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. I'm on all. Hi, Roy. This is Roy, my dear friend, tech troublemaker, and we both are on. Of course, our platform is Ecamm. Roy, last time I was okay on Instagram, but now, I am actually showing. I prepared my shorts and it's okay on the YouTube shorts and on other platforms except on Instagram. It's like half. But when I do this, Okay, let me see. I will check on. So I think maybe I should just do my overhead so everybody can just see. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's still not showing. What? Okay, there you go. All right. So for those who are on Instagram, all right. So let's just do this for now. Yes, good evening, Roy. And so let me just. Okay, Roy, my issue, Roy, right now, if you can help me out with this, is that my chat keeps, or my comments keep on changing for every scene. All right. So there you go. I'll just add my camera over here. Okay, hold on. Where is me? All right. Oh, there. There is my camera. Oh, no, not camo. That should be Canon. Oh. Sorry, my dear friends. This is me tweaking everything on the fly as I try to navigate. I am doing this so that, okay, because so that the people on Instagram can still, all right, see the, okay, the makes as well. All right, so again, this is sketch number 2. So in the sketch, there's a little bit of a big white space, so to speak. And so when that happens, normally I would want it to have a little bit of a texture or dimension, and using your, I think one of the things or craft materials that we really don't often use as much are our dry embossing folders. Normally we use our stamps, our dies, our inks all the time, but embossing folders, we rarely use it, right? So maybe that's something that you would want to use. So for my set for tonight, some of the backgrounds will have this one. Wow, look at that Cuttlebug. Anybody remember that brand? Right, this is so old, right? So, and then this one says an old Spellbinders. Look at the packaging, it's still very old. This is not the way they do it now, right? So this is what it looks like. All right, and this one also from, okay, Spellbinders. All right, so there you go. So let's put this together now. Okay. All right, so now I see on Instagram, okay, when I do the dual screen, you cannot see me. And so, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so from here, I think I can drag this over onto Instagram like that. And then I can make it smaller. And let's see if that will appear on Instagram. Okay. All right. So now the sketch. Okay. KCC21. How about you, my friends? Is anybody in the chat working on their set for January, or all are you working already for on your second set, rather? On your second set. Okay, so there you go. I think my Instagram on my screen is delayed. All right, so for this one, so you have 3 half circles. One, okay, smaller, okay, and then the 2 are the same, okay, half circle. So based on the sketch, the bigger one, okay, you will put over here, okay, and then the other one you will put over there, one of the 2.5, okay, half circle, and then the other one over here. All right, and then you would put a sentiment, okay, that goes over here. Okay, and I have tweaked the sentiment a little bit so that it would, okay, again, that Together and Forever is actually part of the February bonus printable for Kendra's Card Challenge. So that's how it's gonna look like. All right, so easy now, right? Because again, this was cut using the SVGs for the pattern paper, and this was also cut, and this was also cut using the mats and layers. All right. So how do you adhere your what do you call their mats and layers? Do you start with what do you call this? Do you start with the top go bottom, or do you do bottom to top? Okay. I forgot to cover my barely art glue. But the nice thing about this glue is that if you forget, only the tip or the topmost will dry up, and then you just need to push that a little bit, and then it will run again. Okay, so it will not dry up the whole bottle. Okay, and then of course the big one. Okay, so I'm going to try as much as I can to stick to the actual sketch, so that if you are watching on replay or watching this and you are new, okay, so you can easily navigate through it, because I'm going to try and put it together as as close to the actual sketch as I can, right? By the way, if you want to if you want to ask us questions live, especially Kendra is going to be there as well, Lynn and Sean. Of course, we always have a monthly live stream for the current Kendra's Card Challenge. So this is our second month for Kendra's Card Challenge 21. And sorry, not that one. All right, so this one. All right, of course, I will be doing some not too shabby streams also and videos in the coming weeks. All right, so this is it. This is gonna be for the month of February, and it's gonna be this coming weekend for you guys. It's your Sunday, and it's gonna be my Monday, right? So of course, joined by hosted by Lynn, Kendra, and Sean of Manly Made Minutes. Of course, Lynn is LV Handcrafted, Kendra is Cards by Kendra, and yours truly, Mommy Guide Inc. And for these, okay, so for that month, or for this month, we are going to be featuring the mystery kits, right? So if you are new and you don't know what a mystery kit is, it's actually one of the perks that you can get if you are part of the all access. Okay, at here in Kendra's Card Challenge, you can get a sampler kit. Right, so a sampler kit, so that can actually make between 2 to 3 cards, and then you can use it for some of the sketches or the cards on the current Kendra's Card Challenge, or you can create any other designs you want using those card that mystery card making sampler kit. Okay, and then some of us, like Kendra and Lynn, I'm not sure if they are going to be working with the full, but definitely yours truly is going to be working with the sampler kit. All right. So if you are international, you can also avail of that. Okay, but then again, there's just a little bit of course, shipping is a little bit more expensive, so there's just that. But otherwise, you can also avail of this one. All right, so now it's just it's just the, what do you call this? The sentiment. Okay, so for this one, of course, the suggested is like a half circle, right? And if you are having, circles, diagonals, those are the things that I normally struggle with, right? So whenever we have sketches that have those, and I normally use my layering dies, especially with the circles, with the squares, like that, right? But then with this SVGs, okay, you don't even need the dice. Again, this SVGs, you do need an electric cutting machine, right? So either a Cricut, a Cameo, or a Brothers Cut and Cut. So if you do have those and they are just, gathering dust over there because you rarely use it, now you can absolutely, use it more. And hopefully, since you're going to be using it for KCC, then you can also use it for your other projects as well. So there you go. Card sketch number 2 or card number 2 done, right? So again, the images, okay, the printed here paper that you see, the printed pattern paper, are all from the bonus printable for the month of February 2026. And yes, if you want to avail of that, okay, you can become a member or on the all access and VIP, and I think the lower tier, Kendra, can. Okay, let's just go back to the chat a bit. Roy, Jay said the weather is not as cold. Oh, at least you're gonna have 40 this week. And Mary says hi to Kendra, Melissa too, and Anna. Hi, Anna. Anna is our dear friend. Okay, she is Filipina but based in the UAE, and she's actually design team member for so many awesome products or manufacturers as well. Thank you so much, Anna. Good afternoon. All right, so we're done with sketch 2. So we now have 2 cards done. All right, so one we finished last Saturday, and then this one we finished just now. All right. Okay, so if you have, okay, let me see. There you go. So if you have issues like, working on the full set, in one time, then it's okay because we have 3 months to actually finish a set. Now, if you do want to join every month, once every month, you can actually submit one full set. That is also okay. But then remember, okay, you do have 30 days or 31 days, but Feb is just 28 days, right? So to actually complete your full set. All right. So now moving on to card number 3, of course, inspired by card sketch number 3. All right. Okay. Yes, Marie Cuttlebug, right? All right. So number 3. Okay, so for card sketch number 3, this one I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a tweak. Again, if you want to, get the sketches, the dimensions and all, of course, in the description of this video I have attached a link where you can actually download the free PDF, and it will show you all the instructions, the things, the sketches that you need to create your one full set, and actually how to submit that so you can get a chance to win in the monthly raffle. All right, so if you do have questions, if Kendra is still in the chat, hopefully she can pull down the links as well, as she is a moderator as well for the channel. My moderator daughter, actually, if you could pray for her as well, that would be awesome. She has been having issues with her tummy. She woke up with a bad tummy, and I think she has acquired maybe some kind of intestinal flu. Oh, see, I realized what I did wrong. All right, so all right, okay. Don't worry. Look at that, ugly. It's okay. I know that, sometimes that happens, especially like now I'm not concentrating. I'm talking, I'm putting up links and stuff, but that's fine, okay? That's fine, okay? So because this sketch, you actually need this to look something like this. All right? So this paper strip has to go over like this. All right, so a little bit like that. Okay, so what I do with this, okay, is the tip Okay, the middle part of this one, I will put it like that. So it's like in the middle. And then this one, this part, the edge of that one will be the one that goes like that. And then I will just cut off the excess. So that's why you see, I should not have, okay, because it's going to be so hard to trim off the excess layer, right? So don't worry. All right. So that's why some, they like using like glue tape, but in my case it's okay, as long as you know you can use liquid glue, as long as make sure that before it does dry up, right, that you have actually, you know, figured out that that is the right way to do it. All right, so now we'll just cut off the excess like so. All right, I find that, you know, some still use their paper trimmer to trim this off, but it's okay, you know, with just your pair of scissors, or if you have a pen knife, you can also do that as well. And so now this one is okay because you can just easily, you know, put it back again, just add your adhesive. All right. Of course, using my glue of choice, Barely Art. Speaking of Barely Art, okay, my dear friends. Okay, let me just show you. All right, so of course, I would like to invite you over, okay, this weekend, okay, to watch the live stream. We're gonna be featuring mystery kits from Kendra's Card Challenge, and of course, we heard you. You guys do want to see, all right, what or like you want to ask questions about what you find are 4 sketches that you find are kind of a little bit tricky to navigate, and so we're gonna be working with that Saturday. And as I was saying about you Barely Art, on March the 2nd, yes guys, it's still March 2. Okay, it's also already posted on my YouTube as part of my future live streams. I'll be hosting the 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. All right, so that's nine. I mean, sorry, not gonna be hosting the 12-hour, but rather I'm gonna be hosting the one that's I think 5 p.m. All right, so for an hour, okay, so the people that you see, okay, on the screen are the other hosts of this 12-hour marathon, right? So this is for Cards for Cubs. It's a 12-hour card making live stream marathon, and all of these cards will be donated, right? So if you want to know more about that, what do you call this? Just stay tuned because I will be, you know, telling you more about this event. So please don't forget to hit the notification bell for that one. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so see card sketch number 2. I already, it's okay. It's okay because this one also, I should have also pasted this already. All right, so you just need to add 2 strips like so. Okay, now since I use the same color, right, so you can, you know, you can ink that if you want, but in this case is I, you know, I, what do you call this, dry embossed, it's okay, right? But then again, I was thinking I wanted to add this on the side, on top of it. But now looking at it, I think I would go for, you know, a monochromatic scheme. All right, so we will just, okay, so do you see the mistake I made again? And so it's okay, right? So we are not legalistic. So sometimes one of my friends did ask me, it's like when we were doing this, she said, "Oh no, Lala, this doesn't look like the sketch already. I don't think we can submit this." And then I told her, no, it's okay. Because the sketches, really, my friend, is meant to be, you know, an inspiration. Now, if you want to tweak it, whatever, okay, you can. All right, so this is what I meant. Okay, but since this is just a strip, it's easy. Okay, but if it was the full thing, it would be hard. right? So, but the best is before you actually, adhere this whole card top onto the card base, it would have been better if you have cut it already. But it's easy. You can actually just snip it off as well. All right, it's still okay. Now, are we done with card sketch number 3? Not just yet, because okay, there is suggestion for a sentiment. Now, even if this is what you want, then you're good to go. Okay? But in this case, of course, I do want to put a sentiment, and I wanted to put that love. But since they're the same color, okay, so I want to put this, okay, this very thin layer of solid cardstock to just kind of separate it. My glue is getting stuck. Okay, and then I will put that and I will layer it a little bit. Yes, I do love layering. So most of my cards need to be probably what do you call this, given by hand or delivered by hand, as they might be quite expensive to actually mail. I'm really surprised at how expensive it is to, to mail. They should, you know we should rally for, supporting this kinds of, avenues for us. Like, they should have, let's say if it's a card, okay, a special rate, because, if we are trying to promote something that is, not always digital, then that could be done if they could support, it's hard to send handmade stuff or handmade cards if it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, right, to do so. So hopefully there will be a time where they will support handmade cards and make the shipping and sending handmade cards, okay, a little bit cheaper, right? Maybe like a no, it's like a free day for sending cards, if there's such, maybe, right? So during, card making day or month, right? So maybe they can give a concession where, for that month, okay, like shipping is free, or maybe a range of whatever, just a standard rate will apply, something like that, right? So to help promote handmade goodies like the ones that we make, all right? So that's my first, second, and third card. All right, so let me just go back to the chat a little bit. Okay, yes, tech troublemaker is Roy. Oh yes, Mexico. Wow, how's the weather in Mexico right now, Melissa? I know it's pretty cool. Probably the vertical isn't set up exactly. Okay, Mary, the vertical on Instagram or on YouTube? Okay, so you're seeing wide format on YouTube and Facebook. That's correct. It should be like that. Okay, strange. Let me go visit Instagram and see what I see. Thank you, Roy. I see wide format on IG now too. Yes, that's the one that Marie was saying. And I think what I did wrong there is, but I know this is the same setup I did last week and it was working perfectly fine on Instagram. So exactly, Roy, right? So even though that I have my guys, just an intermission. This is for Roy. I just want to show Roy on demo mode. Okay, so you guys can see my whole screen, right? So on this right side, Roy, this is for my shorts and on Instagram. And it on my end, it looks perfectly fine. This is the right one. But somehow it doesn't show perfectly on Instagram, right? So there you saw a little bit of the behind the scenes, right? So this is what Ecamm has just recently released and I'm super excited. Of course, it's still on beta, so we are still using it as much as we can and sending over the results that we see onto the admin. So thank you so much, Kendra, Mary, Roy, for, giving me inputs. Your first ever embossing folder, Cuddlebug, said Marie. Oh, I'm so happy that bottom to top. Okay, Melissa does bottom to top. Same, Melissa. Same. But sometimes like the card I did just right now, it's best to start top to bottom because especially when you have like what do you call that? Excess papers that come out of the card bases or the card tops that you had to snip off. So if you start from bottom to top, then it's harder to cut it, right? Hi, Gretchen. Good morning, my friend. Yes. Yes. Okay. I haven't been on Gretchen's channel for the longest time, my friend. I should schedule, this weekend, okay, that I should go onto your channel. I miss you, my friend. Thanks for dropping by and hope you stay warm. I need to look at this month's color challenge. Oh, go, Mary. And then Kendra from Mary, if you join, okay, the all access and live in Canada, do we get the stuff you mail out? All right. So, yes. Kendra said all access sampler kits are mailed with a stamp. Yes, and that's the one I get being from the Philippines. All right. Thank you. I have to go across the river and sign up for my US address. I didn't know, Mary, that you're from Canada. I thought they were from the US. Okay. Okay, so here's the link. Yes, that's a clickable link right now. Okay, so for you to get onto the challenge, of course, everything that you need in terms of Kendra's card challenge and the current one and even the past ones, if you like some of the sketches from the past, you can absolutely, buy them in the shop as well to get access. Yes, it's going to be so fun. And of course, Mary said, thank you. Yay! Yes, Mary, on top of getting a ton of other perks, of course, it truly helps Kendra's card challenge and Kendra to be able to share and keep sharing this challenge for free to everybody. So thank you in advance, Mary, and to all who are actually paid patrons of Kendra because you keep the challenge free for the rest. And of course, if you are just, starting with Kendra's challenge, don't be afraid because you can actually just go free. Yes, there are. So there's several tiers. All right. Of course, the best one is the VIP. You've tweaked it many times. Exactly. And Vicky, I saw Vicky before I went live. A few minutes before I went live, she actually posted her sketch or her cards 11 to 15 for her first set. So congratulations, Vicky. And I do know that Vicky actually already bought the SVGs last Saturday. And hopefully that you are enjoying it as much as I am, Vicky. Yes. Okay, there are great benefits for being a paid member. Thank you, Mary. Hello, VJ. Yes, Kendra saying hi to Vicky. And Judy, I'm back over here on YouTube. I had to give the wake up call. Ashley's not used to getting up early in the morning. Thank you. Thank you, Judy. All right. It was the vertical on IG. But I'm on YouTube. Exactly. So the IG is last Saturday it was perfectly okay. But now it's the same setup but it's not working. So I will have to give Ecamm a heads up on that one. Hi Mary. Back from cruising the Caribbean. Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous. Yes, we feel like we haven't seen Judy in a while because she has been cruising. Okay, happy birthday, Jay, if you're still here. Jay's birthday was January, Vicky, in January. It was actually my birthday a few days ago, Feb 2. Yes. Yeah, I know. Oh, Dee and Judy are best of friends. They're BFFs. In real life as well as in real. Okay. So it's so great to see them both crafting and, supporting each other. True friendship indeed. So I'm happy for you, Judy, and looking forward that you're back to, crafting alongside you, specifically when we are with Lynn on LB Handcrafted's channel. Yes, and of course, Kendra saying hi to Judy as well. Oh, Princess! Yes, that's also my favorite. Although I've already sailed with Royal Caribbean as well. Sweetheart, can you give me water? Thank you. I think my throat's drying up. Indeed, Vicky, right? It is. And Vicky, oh, it was Mary pala, sorry. Exactly. So having a friend like Judy for D is absolutely, wonderful and a blessing. And Vicky says, I love your bonus digital scale. Yes, exactly, Vicky. That's my favorite perk, okay, of the paid membership. And cheaper to become a member. Yes, because if you actually want to buy just that, you can purchase that. But if you become a paid patron, okay, on a specific level to get the bonus printable, then it's free. Right? Yes, so that's great. Let's do the math, and it's actually even cheaper to become a member. Yes, I know Judy has been actually following Kendra for couple of years now, and thank you so much to all of you. As Kendra continues to grow her numbers on all of the socials. Yes, you love Princess Cruises. Yes, and as you travel more on Princess, you get your bands a different color, right? Yes. Oh yes, most or a ton, if like 80 to 90%, okay, of the chambermaids, the servers, the entertainers, are mostly from the Philippines. That's why when I go to cruise, it's like I'm at home. Yes, thank you from Kendra. Thank you, Judy. Oh yes, sorry, not January, but December. Yes, they're the same birthday with Lynn. Yes, and then prior to that, it is Elizabeth Costa Rogers. Thank you, Mary. Yes. Oh, and Mary also is December. Oh, it's okay, Vicky, because I actually don't have any notification on my Facebook about my birthday. Yes. Oh, happy birthday to your son. Oh, I've never done Carnival and MSC. I've only done Royal Caribbean and Princess. Wow, Kendra has done it all. Oh, except for the Princess one now. Carnival's my least favorite. Love Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Celebrity. I think Celebrity is part of one of those, right? Is it Carnival? Talking about the weather. Yes, Vicky. Yes, I also do that. Don't worry. I feel you, Vicky. We need to put a crafty cruise together for this group of people and all the other crafty guru we follow. Yes, I remember during the scrapbooking days, there was one for Tim Halls. I wanted to go on that one. And then there was also one for several of my favorite scrapbookers before. But it was so expensive, right? But if you guys are willing, I know that there is a cruise ship that goes to Boracay already. And then we can have a craft getaway. I will check on that and update you guys. You're born on Christmas Day. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Okay, so it's, I have a friend of my aunt's. And her name is Christmas. Guess why? Yeah, she is born on Christmas Day, right? All right, okay. So I think I've caught up with the chat. Okay, so now let's go back to, okay, doing card sketch number 4. All right. So if you are new to Kendra's card challenge, preparing your all the things you need before you put everything together, I feel is the best way to go or to do this, so that there's what do you call this, a continuation of some sort, so you don't get confused. Because if you will do it like, what preparing anyway, putting them together, yes, you can do that, if you have time. But cutting them and preparing them, it's best that you do that. Okay. I mean, ahead. So like this one, right? So I have my card base, and then I have all my, of course, because of the SVG, since I have a Cricut machine, right? So if you have a Cricut machine and you want to do Kendra's card challenge using SVGs, this is a perfect opportunity again because it's on sale, right? So if you do want to have also the mats, I mean the 6x6 pattern paper, you can. That's a bundle, okay? So you can get the bundle. So, and then I just prepare everything, and then I look for my coordinating, like if they say sentiment. Now I would look at what I have. Okay, and then what else do I want? Sentiments, and then what other things do I want there? Do I want to put a die cut or an ephemera, or do I want to put blinks? I put everything I want to put on that card in a specific container like this, or you can even use like baggies like this one, plastic clear baggies. Or even, like Yvette, she uses like envelopes, whatever you have. Okay, just so that, putting them together is easier. All right. So that when you have time, then you can, easily, while watching TV or, watching our other friends go live, then you can do so. All right. So, okay. So now we are on card sketch number 4. All right. So 4 is, okay, hold on. I think, all right. So I'm changing. My card base here is a top folding. But this sketch, somehow it's nicer if it's a side folding like this. And then it's nicer to have a wider top than this one. Although both are A2 size, right? But one is a top folding and one is a side folding. And so when I want a card to be landscape, I normally use the side folding one because it has a wider top than the top folding. Okay. So, but then again, I emboss this using this one, but that's okay because eventually you will no longer see that. Okay, so for this sketch, okay, so you do have, of course, your card base and then your card top, and then you have the strips. Okay, so there are 2 pattern papers of the same size. Okay, and then the same 2 pattern paper on a smaller size like this. And all of this, my friends, I prepared using, or were cut using the SVGs. So if you want to see how I did all of those cuttings, that's why I only was able to make 1 card last time, head on to my last live stream. All right, so what we're gonna do with this is, okay, so you will partner each one of these pattern paper, okay, one of each and one of each of the same size, okay, and you determine which one you want, okay, although there's a suggested, okay, which one goes out, which one goes in. But if you want to, swap the A and B together, and definitely you can do so. All right, so that's already pink, so I want that and the outer, okay, and then, okay, so whatever is the outer strip, that would also be the same outer strip over here. So normally, Okay, I would do it like this. I will try to lay it down first to make sure that number one, I have all the pieces, right? Because there have been many times where it's like, oh no, where are the other pieces, right? So make sure I do it like that so that if there's something missing, then I can easily go back and look for it. Or so this one, if you can see, is a translucent paper, but not as translucent as I want it to be, right? So that's you can actually use vellum or any translucent paper, and then on top of that, you know you can go crazy with the decorating or your sentiment, and I'm gonna do just that. This is a very okay. Stream duration exceeded on Instagram. All right, continue. All right, yes, Instagram does have a 1 hour limit for the live stream. And then instead of just so although you can't see exactly, but you can still see the back. But since the back is going to be very busy, right, with all the patterns and the colors, so having that vellum or translucent paper on top helps, make this element on top, your sentiment, and that, pop up a little bit more. So that is how I want it to look. All right, so now let's put it together. Now, in this case, since there's not gonna be anything that I need to cut off from the sides, then I would do it bottom to top. All right, so again, if you again see this one, it won't matter anymore as everything will be covered up anyway, but the texture, okay, is still going to be there, and I like that element, okay, of having a little bit of texture still on my card top. All right, so let me see. Okay, hold on. I am a KCC cruise. Oh my goodness, Kendra. If you're gonna do that, I'm really gonna save up for it. And okay, Mary does numbered envelopes. Yes, and Judy saying hi to Melissa. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna ask. Okay. There you go. Oh, it was D was born on Christmas Day. All right. Thanks, Judy, for the clarification. I actually saw a notification that craft roulette tickets are gonna be starting to get sold this week. It's like, oh my heart. I'm sure a lot of you is gonna go there. Oh, Mary used to be a travel agent. Oh, in your past life. And Candace, I wouldn't know where to begin. Okay, we'll have to go on a cruise, but never have. I know that there is one because when I was in Boracay over like last week, we saw a cruise ship. So I said, I need to ask, okay, where is it coming from? Is it just Asia or is it something that can do cross Atlantic? Okay. Oh, that's going to be long. Vicky, you should do it. It's addicting. Right? It's because it's super awesome. Hi, Elka from Germany. Hello. Oh, I love your logo. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. How's the weather in Germany? Is it still winter? Okay, and Judy said I can call the lady that set up a cruise I was just on. I know that Kendra also does a lot of cruises. Well, at least once a year, right, Kendra? So yes, make it happen, guys. Yes, Ilka, welcome, welcome. If you can check the chat, and if you are not yet connected to any of the crafters you see, yes, feel free to check each other out. And if you like what you see on their channel, yes, please feel free to subscribe and follow. And Mary said, I will start a poll for some dates that might work for people and to see the interest. Why not, right, Mary? Let's do this. Oh, Judy can speak German. I am thinking that's good morning, Ilka. Yes, we have a polyglot in the house. All right. I'm serious about this. Yes, I'm also serious about it, Mary. If I'm always inviting you guys over here, but if that's good, okay, I'll go to you guys instead. I need to know estimated cost before I do a poll and get people excited. I have no idea how much that would cost. Maybe, I think the cheapest from the US, and since Kendra is already in Florida, I think the cheapest would be Caribbean. Maybe a 5-7 day cruise. We'll see. Okay, there you go. All right. Let's just talk about the cruise. I'm excited. Yes, definitely. We need, a lot of saving up for this one. Especially for me, if it's gonna be there, right? It's just to get there, several $1,000s for me. Okay, I can get guests, but without dates, I cannot get anything. Exactly, right? So definitely not during like winter but not summer. So maybe fall or spring. Oh, the snow is melting, but it's still frosty. So when the snow is melting, Ilka, does that is is that more, or is that colder than when you actually have snow? It would need to leave from a Florida port and not during hurricane season. Yes, too cold. Absolutely. A tropical me cannot handle winter, friends. I'll be like, who's that? But the opposite. From None be a snowman. Who's that? What's the name of that snowman? But the opposite, because he needs snow and I need sun all the time. Okay, decent temperatures in the Eastern Caribbean. The daytime were in the mid 80s. Oh, it got colder. All right, all right. So continue on with that preparations and talk. All right. I'm sure there will be a lot of people who are going to be actually very much interested in that. All we need is just to make sure that we have ample time to prepare. Of course, I think like with Princess, we do need to like pay within a specific time, right? Otherwise, oh, I think I wanted that over there like that. Okay. But then again, Princess might be a little bit spendy. So we could probably have another, option. It's like hitting two birds or several birds with one stone, so to speak, right? Because if ever we get to travel, we get to meet up with friends, and we get to go crafting, right? Every time, in the cruise, right, during sea days, I would always look for, crafty things. They do have, but they're, not really card making. It's more of like different kinds of craft. But how fun would it be if it's just like card making and the other cards that or the other crafts that we like, that can complement our love for card making. See, having you look at what it would look like prior to adhering everything for those who are new anyway to Kendra's Card Challenge. Now, if you have been doing Kendra's Card Challenge for a while, friends, feel free to put down some suggestions in the chat, or some things that somehow you feel have helped you navigate through Kendra's Card Challenge the past couple of years, so that for those who are just new, who might be watching on replay, so they already have, we have given them some awesome tips that we feel would be very great or helpful, okay, to those who are new to the challenge. So there you go. So you see, there's still the texture, okay, from that, okay, but all right. So imagine, look, if you just put it directly like that, it's gonna be lost in translation, right? Because of the so many patterns and stuff. But that's why Kendra suggested you put like a vellum circle, okay, in the middle, like so. And the nice thing about that, since this is vellum, and absolutely you can see through it a little bit, right? But because you're gonna put something on top, then it won't be seen anyway. So it is okay. See, that's a nice hack when you're using vellum. If you want to hide, if you want to hide your adhesive, okay, make sure that you put that adhesive on the vellum on a place where you are going, you're going to put something on top. See, I can see those strips, but eventually I know I'm going to put this hearts on top of that, so you cannot see it anymore. Okay, so you just need to do a little bit of strategizing, all right, or strategy. I don't know if that's a word, strategizing. Strategy on where to put those adhesives so that, you can hide them. All right, and then of course now I'm just going to put in my die cut. I just die cut this, okay, from, since everything is already busy, so I didn't want to put any more, additional pattern onto the things that I will use to embellish this card. So I kept it, okay, solid. And of course, for that one, I did raise that a little bit, to just change things up a bit. All right. And of course, this is going to be the sentiment for this card. It's just for me, sentiment is like a staple. I am looking for my third hand, my tweezers. And for some weird reason, I have a lot of tweezers, but I don't know where I placed them. Okay, now I cannot find. Hold on, guys. All right, where is it? Okay, this is gonna be a struggle. I don't know where I placed it. Maybe I just already packed away everything, because tomorrow, for those who are in the Philippines, anyways, or if you are here in Metro Manila, it's Pro Pack 2026. It started today. Okay, the kickoff was today. And I'm going to be at the booth of one of my sponsors, Prestige Paper Products. And I will be working with some of their awesome pastel papers and their rock paper, as I will demo. Okay, make and take. So I prepared about 100 kits. Okay, and I will demo using their latest, okay, earth-friendly paper. All right, there you go. Okay, so I see. I should have placed this a little bit higher, but it's okay. It's okay. Pretend you didn't see that is a little bit lower. All right. Anyway, so this is card sketch based on card sketch number 4, card number 4. All right, again, so this is 1, 2, 3, and number 4. All right, so let's move on to number 5. Let's move a little bit faster, Lala. Okay, it's just that the chat is super interesting. I don't want to miss out on the chat. Right? So there you go. Oh, this weekend is Stamp Fest time in Clearwater. Awesome. Okay, so for this one, this is card number 5, based on card sketch number 5. So you do have, of course, your card base, your card top, and then you have these 2 strips of paper. Okay, so one like this and one like that. Okay, but since I wanted the pattern to show a little bit, okay, I am swapping it. Okay, again, this is another way I said of, tweaking, okay, the sketch, and that's absolutely fine, right? So in the sketch, this is supposed to go here. But in my case, since I embossed this one, so if it's here, it's just gonna be more covered. So I decided to swap their places and put it like this instead. All right. And then, okay, I will just offset everything and then put it on top like so. All right. So that's how I'm going to assemble this, okay, sketch. This is sketch 5. So it's, again, maybe for those who are new and asking, how does she know? Where's the sketch? Okay. So I intentionally did not put any of the sketches on the screen right now, so that you would download the free PDF and join us, right? So it's free. It's free to join. You can just download the free PDF file so that you know everything that is to know about joining Kendra's Card Challenge. And this is the 21st quarter already. Okay, so and then from there you will see all the sketches, all the dimensions, how to put it together, and then how to actually join and submit, okay, your work. Okay, so there you go. Okay, let me see. I feel I want a little bit more here. Okay, and then let me see. Okay, let me see. I want it a little bit. Okay, I think that's all right. All right. Oop. So now is 10:34 p.m. for me. So it means that it is 9:35 a.m. Okay, on the East Coast, and those Central Time, it's 8:35. All right, there you go. That's how it's going to look like. All right. So this have been printed, and then what I did is I added a photo top. Okay, a photo top that has the feel of leather. Okay, and then when I do something like this, I do the bottom, the top, the bottom, and then leave the middle last, so that I can, if ever it's not middle, I can easily tweak this one so that it will be even. Okay, I just eyeball things though. I don't really measure. Okay. I do want them to be, more or less as close to being even as it can, but not to the point that I have to measure everything. Just close enough is okay. All right. Okay, so I just want to offset, not really, keeping to being like center. Sometimes, having things offset a bit is a little bit more interesting than having everything even or centered, right? But done in a way that still there's a little bit of a structure. So it's not really like, it's not going to be very confusing. Okay, there you go. So that's card number 5. All right, so 5 is done. Okay, so now we're going to go to number 6. All right, so for number 6, it is another set of circles. All right. So for number 6, of course, you have your card base. Okay. And that card top, which of course I cut using the SVG. And these are for the mats and layers SVG. There you go. And then this is for the sentiment. And this is the sentiment that I want to use. I actually cut a lot of, that's why you're going to see a lot of this sentiment and the others, because I prepared so many for tomorrow's event. Okay, so I prepared some interactive cards for tomorrow's event, because I know that that's something that, you know, a lot of people would like to learn how to do and see during, you know, this kinds of events. So if you, oh, I already stuck it again. All right. So, okay, since this one, okay, see, ugly. It's okay. Because this one, the sketch actually, you need, it's best if you go from top to bottom, because there will be some suggested offset, okay, onto this design. So it's nicer if you do it, okay, like so, okay? So from top to bottom this time, okay? Okay. Because it's easier to cut off the excess part when it hasn't been, you know, adhered to the card base. So just on the card top, so you still have time to, it's nicer, neater, easier on all accord to do that rather than when it's already adhered. Still doable, still okay. So since I know that it hasn't really, you know, stuck permanently yet, because I like using, because, you know, normally glue tape, and of course, what do you call this? Double-sided tape. They're a little bit more expensive than the liquid glue, right? That's why I prefer using the liquid glue, specifically Barely Art. But again, if you make a mistake and it's been there a long time, that may mean that you will have, you know, you might need to rip off some of, okay, so this, see, if we had stuck this here, it's so hard to remove the excess parts, right? So if check the what do you call this, the sketch first. Now if you see that there are gonna be, I don't know what you call, offcuts or parts that go out of the card top, then don't do bottom to top, you do top to bottom. All right, there you go. And this is a pretty combination, I have to say so myself. Okay, again, the pattern papers here that I use, everything except for the sentiments, sometimes the sentiments too, but there are other sentiments that I actually die cut from a word die, okay, are part of the February 2026 bonus printable. All right, and then now just simply put in the sentiment that goes like that, and then just add your sentiment. Or if you don't want to put a sentiment, you want to put an image, then you can absolutely do so. Right? So having your sentiment solid and very, you know, minimal, makes it stand out in a busy background like what we have right now. Right, since I don't know, I have so many, I kid you not, I think the whole kabudo, the whole the one that holds all my tweezers are together, and since it's missing, so I can't find any, so I'm just using my bare hands. Okay, but that's card sketch number 6, right? So everything I'm using is just from the bonus printable. Of course, that's the February, and the theme is Valentine's Day. Do you know? It's just I just saw this actually today, that the week during Valentine's Day, there's a name for each of the day, right? So that's like, I think Monday before Valentine's Day is called Rose Day, something like that. Every day is different until February 14th. Oh, no, it's not Monday, but rather 7 days prior. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? So it starts on the 8th. Oh, thank you, Kendra, because you have very beautiful designs, right, on the bonus printable. All right, so this is now sketch number 7. All right, so this is actually a very beautiful, beautiful sketch. Okay, so let me just tweak this a bit. Okay, there you go. So let me see. Do I want this bottom to top? Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Of course, you have your card base. All right, and then you have your card top. And then you have all of these strips of paper that you have to put on top of this one. Okay, and on the sketch, it's supposed to go, okay, so the longest one, and then it's gonna go smaller, and then you have your sentiment. And so with that in mind, we know that if we put it together already, it's gonna be hard to trim this off. So we're gonna do the top to bottom again. All right, so first we try to layer things first. Okay, so let's open up all the patterns. Okay, so that I see. Okay, and then just follow the sketch. The sketch will actually tell you, okay, which one is next. Okay, so this is the longest. So even if like you forget, oh no, which one is paper A, which is B, which is C, this sketch is amazing because even if you forget, because they will become shorter and shorter, right? So even if you've forgotten which one is paper A, which is paper B, which is paper C, you know, just simply like line them up by length instead of by height, by length. All right, but then after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the 5th strip, then that's where your sentiment is supposed to go. Okay, and then you do it again by height, or by length. So this one comes next. Okay, so this one comes next. And this one comes next. And then this one is last. All right. Again, everything should be flushed onto, oops, flushed onto this side. Right? So easy. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th strip, put the sentiment, and then go longest to shortest again. Find by, you know, normally when we line up, I remember when I was still in elementary school and high school. Every time we have like flag ceremony, we call that we don't do flag ceremony every day, but we do it once a week, twice, Mondays and Fridays. So when we fall in line, it's by height. So it's like for like grade 1, 2, 3, like that. And then per section, and then all your classmates, so boys and girls would line up. The smallest would be in front and the tallest will be at the back. And when I was, you know, in younger years, in elementary and high school, I would always be at the back. Because I was kind of tall for that age. But then every year I get nearer and nearer to the front until I think when I was maybe third year high school or fourth year, I was like maybe second to the front. Everybody seemed to have gotten taller, and I got stuck with my height. I think I never did grow anymore beyond the 5 and 1. Yeah, I'm 5'1". I want to assume I'm 5'1". But maybe just 4'11". I'm not sure, but somewhere over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then we're gonna put our sentiment strip over here. Oh, I think I haven't decided what's gonna be my sentiment for this. Okay. So, you can do Kendra's card challenge this way. One day you set up a time for you to just cut all the things and all the papers, the solids, the patterns, okay, that you want, and then put them in, baggies, envelopes, containers, whatever it is you want to use, to just make sure that you have everything somehow figured out. And then set another day or days where you can start, putting them together. Okay. If you want to join, of course, and get the chance to win prizes, then you do need to submit it before, the end of the month if you want to do the monthly one, right, for the quarter. But if you just want to submit one for one full quarter, so you can submit that you have till March 31st to, is March up to the 31st, whatever is the last day of that month, okay, to submit. But if you don't really want to join the raffle and stuff, you can always post it anytime, okay, you want, and just share it on the Facebook group. Yes, Kendra's Card Challenge does have a Facebook group. So now everything else we are going to just snip off and cut like so. Okay, if you have a paper trimmer, definitely you can do this with a paper trimmer. Okay, there you go. Ta-da! And now it is so easy. Again, this is what I said. Normally, this was just supposed to be just a solid cardstock. But since, it's kind of big, right? So I said, okay, I might as well emboss that one. Okay, there you go. That's how it's going to be. All right, so let's put this together. So again, this one might be a little bit could be a little bit confusing for some, maybe because of the many pieces of pattern paper. But then, as I mentioned, don't get confused. Just think. Okay, longest to shortest, right? So even if you don't exactly know, but if you just followed the cutting guide, okay, manually, if you did it manually, but if you did it by the SVGs, no worries, because it will tell you where you're supposed to put it. So all of these small strips you have are already there, because when you were cutting or putting or preparing for the cutting of all of these strips of paper, it did tell you that this paper should go on this and this and this and this. And eventually you'll have all of these strips, and now it's just a matter of putting them all together like so, based on the sketch that you would see. All right, there you go. Okay, now and then there's a suggestion of you can put blings. Where is it? Okay, here. All right, so you could put blings. Okay, I actually have one prepared. Okay, I think I did this during our initial the January live stream. So instead of just circular blings, I added heart-shaped blings, right? Or for today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be putting these hearts. Okay, so since they're the same color, they might get lost in translation, right? So what you can do is to put, I will put, okay, okay, I put, you can raise them a little bit. Okay, because anyway, that one has texture. This is not. Okay. So you can still do that. Or you can use blings like that. Okay. So this is the same set of from the same bonus printable. This is the February bonus printable. But if you can see, I just use a combination of different papers, right? So this bonus printable, again, I that's why I love bonus printables, because there's so many different ways to actually use it. So you can do it this way, and then this is what I did several days ago, weeks ago. I think the first, this is January 9th or 10th, okay, during the live stream. So you can watch that on my channel as well, on video on demand, because it's there already. All right. And then, of course, the sentiment is missing over here. All right. So let me go through some of my sentiments. Okay. As I don't think I have added a sentiment onto this one. So what I have, this is an old chocolate box. Okay. See? So I will just grab, some pre-cut. Okay, either this, or I could navigate through. Okay, this sentiments are actually part of the bonus printable. Okay, and normally I would cut them with dies with stitched border, because I find them really nice, right? So, and this one's, if you want, okay, it doesn't have to be exactly on that one. As with this one, it's just perfect, right? XOXO, right? XOXO is hugs and kisses, right, friends? Okay, so I'm just looking for, okay, a smaller one. Okay, let me navigate through, or I could say even, I love you, or all you need is love. Okay. Right? Or there's too much heart already. Or we can just do a simple love, so that it's gonna be a little different. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Vicky. Sorry, I haven't. It won't be this year, Vicky. 2020, yes. Yes, 2027 or 2028. Yes, absolutely. Yes, because your patterns are really pretty and the sketches are pretty. Hi, Linda. Thank you so much. I miss you, friend. Yes, they're pretty, right? Because of, the papers that I'm using and the sketch. I wish I was in Florida. Yes, you know what? I went crazy in Florida the last time I was there. I feel that before I went to Florida, I was in California. And I also did the rounds in, the craft stores there, Michael's, Joanne's, Happy Lobby. But I was so surprised with Florida. It's like the stores they have there have more stocks, are bigger, better. I don't know why, right? Maybe it's just the place where I went to. Maybe the stores there weren't as nice, and even nicer dollar stores. It's like, I feel that if you're a crafter and you live in Florida, it's like Disneyland. right? It's like being in Disney for crafters, right? So you know what? I don't want to belabor this. Okay, I don't want to use the same sentiment I used with this one, right? Okay, I think I did another one for that one. I think I did several. Okay, so here's another one. So this one, see, I already have three. Right? So this one's just plain background. This one is with embossed one. And that one I overlay with card top with glitter. Right? So I printed it first and then I did a photo top with glitter. Right? And then this one, instead of bling, I just added pearls. And this one's paper. All right. So, and this one is a different, sentiment. This one is love. Okay, so 3 different ways. Same paper, same sketch, but still, this one even is the same sentiment, but still different look, right? So that's the thing that I thought was something that the reason I didn't used to do sketches before until I found Kendra's Card Challenge, was because I thought that if it's the same sketch and everybody's doing the same sketch, how fun is that gonna be? We're gonna have the same looking cards. But then again, I realized, no. It's like, maybe if there's... Kendra is a mathematician. Kendra, have you ever tried doing the, like, permutation or combination for in how many ways can we actually do the same sketch, right? If we're just using the same, like, bonus printable. Because if we, I know it's gonna be like probably unlimited ways if it's like we're gonna use different pattern papers and stuff, right? But if we're gonna be using the same bonus printable, and then we're gonna be like, in how many ways can we actually, do a card where we're not gonna have a similar one, right? I'm just curious. Yes, I'm crafting with a KCC January 2026 bonus printable. Oh no, did I say Feb? I think I might have said Feb. Sorry, yes, these are January. Oh my goodness, my brain. Mary, wait till it warms up, then come down. This year, the best time to probably come down is the end of Feb through mid-April. I think I was there fall. The last time I was in Florida, it was fall. All right. It's -6. Oh, no, 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 no. We had snow this past Saturday in Florida. Craziness. You know what? One time we were in Florida, Kendra, it was 2000. Yes, the millennia. We we did a Caribbean cruise, so we went to Florida. And then after the cruise, we went to Disney World. Or was it Epcot? I think it was the opening of Epcot, if I'm not mistaken. It was the first year, second year that Epcot opened anyways. And for some weird reason, they had to close the park early because the plants, there were like not really like falling snow, but they were iced, it was really pretty cold. And it was like that, and they said that never normally happens in Florida. And that was December. It was not even like winter. It was not even January, February. It was still, latter part of December, something like that. And Judy said she got her printer back up and running last night. Awesome. Okay, so she will be printing the January information. Oh, looking forward to your work, Judy. And I'm so happy that you and Dee are safely back home. And now back to crafting. It's 50 degrees here. 50 degrees Fahrenheit is still very cold for me. Something that I can do is about 70s, 80s. That's okay. Our snowbanks are taller than me. Oh no. Okay, the February bonus is nautical theme. And if you want to, see that, head on to Cards by. Okay, let me check. Let me check if we can actually go to, okay, the shop. Okay. Oh, the February. Okay. It's actually up now, and it's nautical notions. Yee, awesome. All right, so hopefully my next live stream with Kendra, I'll be using that for the month of Feb. 50 is 1,000 times better than -6. I agree, Mary. New York, where I grew up in eastern towns and cities in New York. Crazy amounts of snow. Oh my goodness. And imagine the amount of shoveling and cleaning up and putting on snow tires and all the things. And the layering. It's just too hard. Okay, Linda is on West Coast. 6:35 in the morning. Oh wow, you're an early riser, Linda, and she's been here since quite the beginning. So you've been up since 5, I think, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay, and of course, Kendra will be thinking about going on a cruise now when I create with it. Super cute for number 5. Oh, thank you, right? It's really nice. Hi, Linda. Are the SVGs provided for, or do you make them yourself? Sorry, SPGs or SVGs, Judy? Gosh, she must have asked this a while ago and I didn't see it. Or what is an SPG? Oh, yes, exactly. So, see, I'm so late in the chat. So it's like I should have read the chat so that Lala, wait, cut off the circle. Oh, there you go. Oh, SVGs. Okay, there you go. Yes, it's sold separately, but okay, yes, go on to that link that Kendra just posted because there's a promo. Okay, so if you've not heard of it earlier on, it's the mats and layers are 50% off and the bundle as well. All right, so both of which are in the shop. So when you go on to Cards by Kendra's Patreon shop, so patreon.com, then you can see it in the shop. And Lida was saying hi to Kendra. Looks like a half a birthday cake. Thank you, Tamara. Yes, I just normally, like when I do my scrapbooks, I just follow the color palette of the papers or the photos. In this case, the papers. If it's a scrapbook, the photos, right? So I always base it on the photos or the theme, right? So I found I will need to go to my computer to download those. Yes, perfect, Judy. Yes, Mary, high five, double high five. It's really have been a game changer. I always call myself, PhD in paper surgery because that's what happens. My attention is that of like a fish, 8 seconds, right? So I am going through the sketch and I'm going through the dimensions, and then all of a sudden my eye would turn on to the next one and I would continue on to that one. So I'll make a mistake. Thus, the paper surgery. But with the SVG, since I do have an electric die cutting machine, specifically the Cricut, so this was really a game changer for me. But if you do not have those, you can always still work, okay, with the sketches, just using our traditional scissors, paper trimmers. Absolutely, you may have a little bit of an issue with the cutting every now and then, but there's always paper surgery, right? And I've been doing that for a long time. And Mary said, I think I better submitting what I make. Yes, do so, Mary. Do you want me to remind you, my friend? Ilka, in December I forgot to submit it, but in January I got it. Woot woot! All right, so everybody. Oh, but the January is closed now, so you can still do for Feb, my friends. There. Hi, Ilka from Tamara. Tamara was the very first in the chat today. Yes, yes, Mary, and my goodness, friends. So if you are not yet subscribed to Kendra And if you are new to her, I highly suggest that, as support for Kendra, make sure that you are subscribed to her, following her on Instagram and all the other socials, as to make those, SVGs and just the PDF for the mats and layers. I feel for Kendra, it wasn't easy. Right? Yes. So the layer took way longer to do than the 6x6. Yeah. So I'm so happy that Kendra Dilly, she listened to us. She listened to what we want to be featured. Right. So every now and then Kendra would ask, so guys, what do you want? Is there a theme you want? What do you want as, an add-on, stuff like that. So, and one of the feature requests was, a PDF for the mats and layers. And so Kendra did. And, since she said, oh, we have an SVG for the pattern paper A to F. So why not do the same for the, mats and layers? And so if you are loving this, please, okay, we can support Kendra by getting that. It's 50% off right now. And if there's a lot of us who actually like the mats and layers and even the 6x6 SVGs, then hopefully Kendra will continue to provide us with the SVGs, all right, continuously. As, Kendra mentioned, it took a lot of time and effort, really effort to do the PDF and the SVGs for the mats and layers. It is way harder because the thing is with the SVGs, like, remember in the PDF, downloadable PDF that's free, we do get all the measurements already, right? So, but the thing is, me personally, I end up using a lot of solid card stocks because the way I cut it, like, I would always end up with, let's say if I start with an 8.5 by 11, I would always end up with, or what do you call this, an A4. There would always be that off cut that's like, can't be used anymore because it's gonna be only for a card mat because it's just gonna be 4 by 5 and something, right? But the way Kendra did the PDF, if you do want the manual one or if you want the SVG, is that you will only need 3 pieces of solid for the what do you call this, for the mats. No, for the big ones. All right. And for the other elements, it's just 1 of each color. So a total of just 5. And I normally use between 7 to 10. Right. And if I do make a mistake, and then it gets, more. Right. So that's why it's super amazing that now I won't, I will be using less solid cardstocks because Kendra has figured out how we can maximize the use of, that pattern paper. I mean, that solid cardstock, right? And at the same time, if you have, what do you call this, a cutting machine, then it actually has even hastened up the cutting process. So there you go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put that over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, see, before I attach everything. All right, so, and this time around, I'm gonna make sure, Kendra, I'm gonna check if I do have anything that needs to be, cut or something. And I think this is good. So for this one, we can start from the bottom up. Okay. Because sometimes when I talk too much, I forget. It's like I go on automatic mode and whatever my hand gets, it's like, paste, glue, put together. Right? So there you go. Ilka, but this, I recalculate everything for metric A6. I sadly can't. Um, but with the SVG, I think Ilka, you can. Hmm. But since you recalculate everything for metric, um, let me see. How about the PD? Okay, so if you okay, so if you do have you don't have the cutting machine, but you want to do manual cutting, okay, let me check. Kendra, do we have yeah, it I think Kendra, correct me if I'm wrong, you do have metric measurements also on the PDF, or just is it just English? Okay, let's wait for Kendra to answer that one. Right, Tamara? Because especially when you're using a tone on tone or a monochromatic, right? So if they are the same color, one thing you can do is to raise them or put a little bit of texture on one of them so that it will kind of be. Oops, I need to cut. Okay, my blade probably. Okay. What was I saying? So it can be, differentiated in a way. All right. So there you go. All right. Okay, all of this have photo tops and are in a way laminated. So these are even now waterproof. Why make your card waterproof? Because I want to, right? So sometimes when we make crazy things like, why do you need to make your card waterproof? What if like it's now winter or it's a rainy season and then your card gets wet? You don't want all that hard work go down to waste, right? So if you do have waterproof paper, then okay, come on, camera. Okay, my camera is not focusing. Focus. Okay, I think it's too bright. That's why. All right, so I will just put the I love you first before I put that over there. Okay, so let's just put this down. Normally, you could even use foam tape for this one, but my foam tape is already packed as I am going to be doing a card demo tomorrow during the ProPack event at the World Trade Center here in the Philippines. So, and I will show you some of the highlights of that event as I will definitely, take photos and hopefully a little bit of video during the event. So that's card number 8, right? Super fast. Yes, exactly. But I think Ilka, did I mention are different? Ilka, maybe I will do another one live and let's do this together. Hopefully you're there. And I will check on that issue. Why it is smaller. Oh, there you go. Mary actually wants to show you or show us how to do it. Just remind me to show you. Okay. I love California, but it's so expensive. Yes, actually. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, while I talk, I have to work. Otherwise, I'm not gonna finish. All right. So this is card number 9. Here in the Philippines, whenever you buy anything in the mall, in the shops, restaurants, whatever, what you see in the menu or in the tab or in the price tag, that's what you're gonna pay for. Everything is included, taxes, everything. So when I'm there and I'm shopping and I'm like paying, I always have a bill shock because I'm like computing. I say, okay, this is enough, and then I'll get my bills. Like, what? How come? Because like there's additional taxes. I say, why don't you just add the tax to the price, right? So I don't need to recompute because I always forget and I end up like, oh, I thought I was within budget. I went overboard because I forgot about the taxes. And everywhere you go is a different, right? Every state has like a different tax. Another thing that's different, my friend, your tips, yeah, tipping rate. So here in the Philippines, unless it says so, most restaurants, unless they're really like very expensive restaurants or big hotels and stuff, tipping is, it's up to you. Whatever you feel, like. Okay, why did I put an adhesive already on that one? I hope. Okay, I think I'm looking at the sketch and it's okay. Right? So, there in the US, I was surprised that there is like a standard tipping rate. Here, there's none. Unless it says that, that they have service charge. Otherwise, if they don't say that they have a service charge, then tipping is totally, up to you. So it's like, oh, really surprised about that. So, and then my money, okay, the Philippine peso is weak compared to the dollar. So imagine how expensive it is really for us to, go there. $1 is 50 pesos. Oh no, it's almost 60. Depends. It's now between 57, 60. Sometimes even goes higher than 60 pesos. So it is kind of expensive, right? So the what do you call that, the difficulties of traveling, but at the same time it's fun, right? It's fun to see how things are done, or how things are a little different, but at the same time very similar, right? So though we are from different parts of the globe, our passion and love for card making and crafting has, kept all of us somehow, become friends. And I would love to, hopefully meet all of you in the future face to face. I've never met Kendra, even, right? Lynn, I've never met Lynn. Okay, but I have met several, about 100 or so, okay, members of the, Ecamm Fam, which is the platform that I use for my live streams, as I have been able to attend Creator Camp. That was in Boston 2 years ago. So I met finally after, being friends with Roy, Mr. Tech Troublemaker, for about 3 years prior to that one. Finally, I met him. I met Marcus. I met Gloria Petrucci of Live Streaming Pros, my mentor, and so many others. But I am, another dream I want is to really meet up with you all and be able to craft alongside you all. And yes, if I can just bring you all here for a craft getaway, that would be super awesome. And if I can join this cruise that hopefully Kendra and Mary is putting up. So I did make that a little bit raised. Why? I just want because it creates that, again, nice dimension. I love dimensions in things that I do. Okay. So this love, you've been seeing it several times now, is just die cut. Okay. Die cut word. Okay, there you go. That's card number 9 from card sketch number 9. So pretty, right? All right. And now we move on to... Oh, no. That was 8. Sorry, that was 8. Okay, and this is... No, was that 8 or 9? No, that was 9. I'm getting... Okay, let me see. You know what? Let's go back and just check. Count. Sound off. This is card number 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes, we just finished card number 9. Now we're on card number 10. All right. Okay. You know, when I did card number 10 the first time, I was a little bit confused. Just a tad. But then, you know, I went back to it and then I realized, oh, okay. So that's how it's supposed to be. All right. So you have all of these pieces. Again, all of this were cut, okay, using. What has happened to my camera? Camera, focus. Okay. I think I need to. Okay. Open up the app for HubSpot, as we need to tweak this camera because it's not cooperating. Okay, HubSpot. Oh, not that. Okay, so let's do HubSpot. Okay. Okay. All right, normal. Medium, wide. Image. Auto exposure. Compensation. Autofocus. Global. Autofocus. All right, there you go. I think it's just way too bright. Okay, so those are the different. Okay, and then you have this 4 strips. 2 of the same paper, and then another 2. They're all the same sizes. All right, and then you have the mats for your sentiments. All right, so all of these strips I've cut using the SVG. Okay, again, if you want to check, okay, how I did that live, okay, you can check on the last live stream that I did, which was last week prior to this one. All right, so how do we assemble this? Okay, so this is what I do, and hopefully this helps you out as well. All right, so this one we're gonna do bottom to top. Okay, so again, it depends on, you know, what the sketch is, what it looks like, whether I do top to bottom or bottom to top. Or so again, this is just me. Okay, if you want to do it a specific way or another way, that's absolutely fine. Whatever resonates with you most and is more comfortable with you, then you go ahead and do that. All right, and then the next one, there is going to be, okay, a square. Okay. All right. And then there is going to be the sentiment rectangle at the bottom. Okay. And then they're going to have your mat over there. Okay. And then you're going to have another, okay, square. Okay. So my suggestion is this, my friend. Now, the confusing part might be for some is, okay, so this is, okay, let's remove first the sentiment part, right? So it's like, how are you going to put all this 4 so that it would look like what the sketch? Okay, so the first time I did this is how I did it. That's why I got confused. Because somehow this and this are the same measurements, right? And so I did like that. And then I did like this. Okay, hold on. It should not be the same design. Like that. And then I did like this. Okay. And then, okay, hold on. Because it's not yet attached. Okay. And then I did like this. I said, see? That doesn't make sense. And this camera isn't making any sense. All right. So look. It doesn't make sense if I do it that way, right? So it's not like the sketch. Okay, so this is how I do it, my friends. Okay, so you start with the big square. Okay, so this is that square, and then you start with the next square. Okay, and just put it at the center like so. All right, and then the strips you will put around it, okay, by putting this white or the first square, and then you have the second square, right? So you will put your strips on top of this, between this and that. How do I explain that? Hold on. All right, so with 1/8 of an inch on all borders. So we start with the first one. Okay, so pretend that I have all of this already stuck to the card base and then to the card top like this one. All right, so I will put this first strip. As you can see, I am not looking at this one, but rather I am looking at the outside part. So that one more or less about, okay, 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and then the next paper strip, okay, I will put onto the side of that one and then flush to the top, right? So, and then as you can see, that is also about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I will just try to move. Okay, because this is not yet glued. All right, and then if you can see the next one. Okay, so the next paper strip. Okay, I will do another. Okay, so there will be about 1/4 of an inch again on all the sides. And then finally, the last strip. And there, now this one is how it would look like. And it is perfect. How Kendra has thought of this configuration is just super amazing, right? So how she was able to think that that is gonna fit exactly like that is amazing. Okay, it's nice to be a mathematician or good with math, right? So there you go. And then with this one, this is just the original sketch, but I want to put that at the background so that because there's two of the same color. So again, you can either ink this, emboss it, or in my case, I put another background onto that and then put that, and I will put just for you. And then I will put there in the middle, this one. All right, so that's how it's gonna, and then I will scatter this good luck to me. Very, very tiny hearts around, our cute critter over there. All right, so do you have questions for this? All right, so let us put this together. Oh, it's already there. Okay, so now we'll put the second, okay, square. Okay, I hope that made sense, my friends. Okay. Sometimes when I look at it this way, I say, okay, it's already, but when I look at the camera, I say, oh no, it's not the same. All right, so this part I feel is very important, as this really should be like, the middle of that bigger square, so that you will have as close to, an even dimension for the strips. Again, strip, okay, about 1/4 of an inch. Pardon my nails. I need to go to the nail salon. Okay, hopefully in the morning. Okay, before I go to the event. Okay, and so it's gonna look like so. All right, so you see, now it's easy. Or another thing is you can put it all together, put this and this, okay, and that together, and then this together, put double-sided tape, and then just put like that. You know what? Why don't I do that right now? Okay. I will assemble this, and I'll put double-sided tape. Okay. Let's do a little bit of a different. Okay. Oops. Ching. And then this one should be here. Because they need to be different. Okay. So. And since it's double-sided anyway, so you can really use this to adhere it later. Okay. Oop. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then I will do this way. Okay. And I'll show you how this is gonna make it easy to put together. Okay. So it's like a Lego thingy. So it combines my love for, you know, Lego and paper crafting. Okay. Of course, this is one way to do it. There's several ways to do it, right? But this one, is this the first time I'm gonna try doing it this way? Okay, so I think the double-sided tape, okay, got stuck to the paper. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now that you have that perfect frame, now it's just easy to put it on that, right? So to put it on top of that one. Okay. Either that way or you do it one at a time, putting the frame around those two squares. Okay, I did get confused a little bit about this in the beginning. Okay, so, all right, so now, okay, about a quarter. Okay, there you go. There you go. Ta-da! Okay, and then let's put the one at the bottom. Okay. And let's put him over there. Okay, let's raise my critter. Okay, but first let me check on the chat. Oh, GD had to leave. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I know that what do you call this? Debbie J is actually the last time I was there in Florida, I was supposed to meet I wanted to meet Debbie, but then she said, Lala, you're like central, and she was like bottom part of Florida, and she said it's gonna take about more than about 3 hours driving to get to her from where I was. I said, oh, and I was there only for like 5 days. So I didn't really get to meet up with Debbie J that time. Have a great day, Judy. Michael's Arts and Crafts, where I live, are having a sale on Valentine's Day pattern paper. Okay, happy shopping, Linda. You met Debbie J at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo a few years ago. Awesome. Exactly, right, Mary? I haven't ever done the math for that. Sounds like a job for a. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, all right. Hi, Reagan. Gosh, I'm so behind the chat. I'm sorry, my friends. I'm so happy that you guys are talking to each other. I change it so that the sketch looks mostly the same, but everything fits on the metric A6 card because the aspect ratio is kind of different. Gosh, all the math. Oh, there you go. Yes, yes. Yes, hopefully you find a way to actually tweak that, Ilka. We would love to see your takes and use the SVGs this time, right? Tamara saying hi to Reagan. Oh, Tamara's still here. Gosh, Tamara has been here since the beginning. She is here since countdown. Thank you so much, my friend, for staying up to now. If you do need to go, I truly understand. I've been here for quite a while, my friends, as I am almost halfway, more than halfway there. Okay, as I talk a lot. There you go. All right, and then we will, since they're the same color, right? So I'm gonna, what do you call this? Overlay this one. Okay, a bit. And offset a bit. So I'm just gonna go for that one. Okay. I should have made the hearts go down a little bit lower, but that's fine. It's okay. I'll leave it that. Okay, and then let's do the just for you. The sentiment. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what I should have done with this when I die cut it? I should have put already a double-sided adhesive tape onto the back of the paper so that when I cut it, I will just have to strip off the, the protective paper for the double-sided adhesive, and I can just peel it off, right? And then we will just cut this thing off. So that, there you go, just for you. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so that's number 10. Right now we're gonna be 11. All right, so 11. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I said, why do I have a lot of tiny, tiny hearts over here? Because I'm supposed to put those hearts, okay, onto, around our critter. Okay, so let's put those tiny, tiny hearts beside him. All right. Whoop. No, not upside down heart. We don't want an upside down heart. All right. So there you go. By the way, friends, so if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like this live stream and of course subscribe. Consider subscribing if you are not yet subscribed, my friends. There you go. Okay, and then let's add one more over there. Since I still have one here. All right, there you go. That did make a lot of difference, right? Okay, now going back to number 11. Not going back, but going to. All right, 4 more sketches, 4 more cards to go, and we are done. All right, so for this one, okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Right, so did I cut this one accidentally? Oh, that's the back. All right, so it's gonna look like this. Okay, and then this one in the middle like so. All right, so we can do a bottom to top. Okay, since there's nothing that's supposed to go out of the card. Okay, there you go. We're down to number 11 now, my friends. And then we're going to do 12, 13, 14, and finally 15. Okay. What do you remember for those who have been doing Kendra's Card Challenge for a while? What is your favorite, like, a quarter? I think mine would be, I forgot what that what KCC that was, quarter, but the one where the bonus printable Kendra is what do you call this? The dogs, and the cats. That was super awesome. Okay, and then this one. I think I should have remembered how I'm gonna do this. Oh, I didn't put it. I put it way over here so the border isn't. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I can remove this because it got stuck already. No worries. I'll just turn a blind eye. Pretend that it's even. All right. I am having an awesome, a bad tummy ache. Okay, that one's supposed to go there. And this one's supposed to go here. All right. And then this one's supposed to go here. Okay. Okay. So since all the pieces have been cut already, right? So it's just a matter of following the sketch and putting the different pieces where they're supposed to go. Okay, so there you go. Again, by the way, my friends, for those who are in the Philippines and in the Metro Manila area, I will be doing a card demo during the ProPack 2026 event at the World Trade Center. I will be at the Prestige Paper booth. Prestige Paper being one of my sponsors on the show. And I will be doing a 5-card demo. Okay, Valentine's card theme. You can absolutely join. It's for free. Just make sure that you are there and registered for the 2 to 3:30 p.m. card making event. Excuse me. All right. There you go. And then I'll put the Be Mine over there. Okay, this would have been nicer if it could be erased. But since I cannot find my foam tape, it seems to me that there's a lot of missing things on my craft room today. As you know, I packed away a lot of things that I'm going to be bringing for the event tomorrow. All right, so that's done. Right, so that's card number 11. Okay, let me see. Where is the PDF? Okay, hold on. I lost it. KCC. Okay, there you go. All right, number 12. Number 12. Oh, isn't he so cute? Again, these ones are actually part of the January 2026. I kept on saying February. It's January 2026 bonus printable. The one for Feb is actually already up. Okay, so if you are a paid member, okay, in the Cards by Kendra's Patreon, so you definitely get that as a perk if you are on the VIP and the All Access member. But if you are not and you want to get access to that, you can definitely buy it on the shop at the Cards by Kendra Patreon shop as well, right? So check out which plans, okay, actually where you can have this bonus, printable as a perk amongst many other things, right? So each tier on the membership does give you different kinds or different perks. Of course, if you want all the things and you have a bit of a FOMO, just like me, so the best way is to just head on to, the VIP membership. And once you add all of those perks together, you'll realize that, oh my goodness, it's really, really worth it. So that's how you put this card, together. Again, all the pieces that you see, I have already, even this tiny, tiny ones with the fish tails were, what do you call this? Where, okay, I'll put that on top because I want to decorate this one with this. We're all done using, by cutting, using the SVG files. Right? So there you go. Okay. There. Whoop. It's flying. I'm trying to make it a little bit faster for you guys. So I know you've been here for quite a while and you do have to, it's a weekday and it's a work day, school day, whatever it is. I know you guys need to do a lot of errands and work and stuff. So I truly appreciate that you guys are still here or you have dropped by. Thank you so much. Or if you're just coming in, I would love, love, love to, hear from you. Okay, you can, whoops. Okay, since I wanted to put him there, don't worry. We can lift a little bit. Okay, and then we can put this one over there. All right, there you go. Ta-da! This is card number 12. This is so cute. Yes. All right, so now we're on number 13. All right, so card number 13. Let me see. Okay, so card 13, okay, is another one that is suggested to be on a landscape format. So again, just like usual, I'll be using a card base that is a side folding so that when I do the the landscape, it has a wider, width. All right, and then of course, this one has a card top. And then you have this, okay, strips of pattern paper two are from the same pattern paper. Okay, and one is, okay, the two others are of the same one. Okay, and then you just try to put it in a way that you have even borders on the top, in between, and the bottom. Okay, I am just eyeballing it, guys. So if you want to measure, go ahead. But in my case, I'm just eyeballing things. So here, the suggested one is a circle. Okay, but instead of a circle, since it's Valentine's, I decided I want to make it a heart, right? All right. And then, of course, you do have your banner over there at the corner. Like so. That's the same as this one. And then I'm gonna put, okay, I want to put her and him. Okay, do I want to put him and her over there? Okay, and put something like that. Okay, that's it. Okay, maybe like that, like this, and then like that. Okay, I think I like that better. All right, so let's put it together. Okay, so first let's put, okay, the card base first. I mean the card top. Yay, Linda! Congratulations! And I look forward to seeing your takes, my friend. Please don't forget to upload them, okay? The taxes in the US were so confusing when I was... Exactly right, Ilka. Having the total price shown is smarter. Exactly. Gosh, I'm so behind the chat. Let me just go back to the end of the chat. And I think I go up. Oh! Hold on. Oo nga. You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, so the critters are... Gosh, I got confused. Thank you, Kendra. It's a good thing that Kendra's here. Hold on. Let me check. Okay. Because maybe you guys want to see what is included. All right. Thank you, Kendra. All right. So this is the January 2026 bonus printable. Okay. So because you might get confused and ask Kendra, why can I not see that? All right. So thank you, Kendra. Yes, this is from the Not Too Shabby. All right. That's Not Too Shabby. It's part of, I mean, it is a, yeah, now I can, yeah, it's a paper. All right. So, and then you can cut, I just fussy cut. So this is all the papers. So that's basically what you see. There's even like card fronts, right? And then you have the sentiments, right? So those are the sentiments. And then you have colored. Okay. Where is this one? Oh, I cut them, but they're over here. See, I knew I cut them. Okay, couldn't find them. Okay, got it. All right, so these are, so they have, Kendra has the colored, okay, critters. And then she has one that you can color, right? So that when you print, they look like this and they're in pairs. And of course, this one makes me think of, yes, our dear friend Lynn, right? So there you go. And of course, it fits in a 2-inch circle. Thank you, Kendra. Oh my goodness. That's why I should read. Okay. They do look like a Jamie Critter. Indeed. Sorry, friends. All right. Thank you for catching that, Kendra. And thank you, Mary. Yes, exactly right. Adore. Thank you, thank you, Reagan. Super cute. Thank you, Mary. Shines. Oh yes, definitely, Reagan. Definitely, and oh, KCC15. Yeah. So if you want to check that out, head on to Kendra's Patreon and in the shop. Okay. If you want to just buy that bonus printable, you actually can. Yes, you are a true card making professional too. Yes, she's actually now part of. Okay, I might make a mistake again. Okay. But I think it's Crafty L. Okay, if I'm wrong, so what's new? You can't pick. I think number 18 was my favorite. There were so many sketches in that one that I loved, right? Oh, no. I like all of you. I just love really, making cards. Wow, a number 11. Yes. Thank you. Oh, yes, I also do that. Like while I am working, because now it's morning time for you guys, right? But most of the time when you guys are live or putting out your videos, it's morning time for me, or sometimes it's lunchtime, and or either I'm working or I'm on the road, so I would put you guys, in the background, whoever is live or whoever. Of course, I check first who is live. Okay. And then when there's no one that's live, I check out, okay, so who went live or who uploaded a new video. And sometimes I'm driving or in a meeting, so I can't like comment or like and stuff, but I just, keep it on. Okay, there you go. and I watch you guys. And most of the time when it's afternoon time, normally I cannot watch anything anymore. So I will watch other niches or topics like tech or chess or other stuff like that. But nowadays, it's like Andrea doesn't sleep. Drea doesn't sleep, right? Crafty ho ho. It's like in the afternoon, sometimes even till like 6 p.m. My time, she's still live. And I know that they even go live like my morning time. It's like, wow. And she would fondly say, I don't sleep. What is sleep? Right, there you go. And I will use, okay, for my February, I'm going to make sure that for my February set that I'm going to be using, okay, I've already cut them. I couldn't find them. All right. And so that's why I grabbed whatever I had here at hand. All right. So this is number 13, my friend. This is sketch number 13. So if you want to check out the different sketches and it's like wondering, how is Lala able to make all of these cards? What is she looking at? I'm actually looking at the sketches, all right, from a PDF that I've printed. Actually, this one is on my computer right now. And I can see it, and that is my guide. So this is kind of a little bit, this would have been better if I lifted the love, but it's okay. Okay, as it's very intricate. Okay. I feel that the love is kind of lost in translation over there, so I'm thinking if I wanna, okay, let's redo that and lift it because I really cannot see it from all the colors. Okay, it will take a little bit more time as I need to navigate through this very tiny, intricate letters. Okay, or otherwise I will change it into something else like I love you. Could be. Okay, because that one was way too, the background is way too busy and it's very small and intricate for it to be seen. Okay. There you go. I love you. All right. Finally, card number 14. All right. This one I kind of tweaked a bit as well. Okay. I forgot. This one. All right. So since that's pattern on pattern, okay, so normally when that happens, you can still make that work, especially if both are very busy and of course very similar colors. It might get lost in translation, so to speak, right? So what you can do, like in my case, what I do is I would lift it. Okay, I would lift it up a bit. So now you see, it still stands up. It still stands up. Come on, camera. There you go. All right. Okay, sketch number 14. Oh, my tummy is acting up. I can do this. I will survive. What did I eat? I ate, it's a very yummy dinner. That's why I think I ate too much. Normally, I try not to eat too much during dinner anymore. Because, I have GERD. And when you have that, you're not supposed to eat a lot. Just small, frequent meals. But then when we have, a dish that's really delicious, that's so hard to do. Because you tend to eat more and more and more. And since it was my birthday a few days ago, right? So I received some yummy goodies from friends and family. So eating is definitely something that I've been doing a lot the past couple of days. Okay, and let's check. Okay. Okay, let's put down a little bit. Is that center? Okay, I'm just eyeballing things, friends. And if it's not center, that's fine. Kendra will not measure. Okay, and check if it's in the middle. Again, the sketches are just meant to be, to spark inspiration, especially if you are new to crafting or sometimes card making. And sometimes, even if you're not new, sometimes we do have those, blocks, creative blocks, and it's like, okay, I want to do something a little different from what I normally do, and having or working with sketches is actually a nice way to jumpstart your creativity, because all you needed to do was to find a way to just start on something, and then once you get started, then you'll realize that, okay, the creative juices will start flowing again. So really, I really before thought that sketches will dampen one's creativity because it's not gonna be original. You're all gonna be making the same kind of stuff, and then realize that, boy, how wrong was I. Sketches are really truly helpful because it's not really just for beginners, it's even for seasoned ones. And because normally when you have been crafting for a while, right, so you have the tendency to always navigate through the same kinds of, or you have like a default design, right? So do you see that? Okay. That was of course I used an SVG for that, right? But then again, my mat kind of moved, so this one is like another perfect oval. Okay, but don't worry, because we can always you know um navigate through that somehow. And then instead of like a mat, oval mat, okay, I decided that I want to make, okay, a different shape on top of it. Okay. Again, if my foam tapes were here, which I cannot find just yet right now, so everything is kind of flat. Okay, and that's fine. Sometimes it's okay to just go for, this kinds as well. Okay, and then you see that one, that imperfect part of that oval? This is the hack. I'm gonna cover it up with this heart strip over here. Okay, this is a die cut one. I don't remember anymore from where, but this is part of a set. Okay, there are others. I just don't remember from where actually. And then it's supposed to go like that. All right. Oop. Okay, because this card has been phototopped, so it's waterproof. So it's kind of hard to stick. Okay, there you go. Okay. So this is card number 14. Oh my goodness. Of course, if you want to blingify, you want to put more blings onto that, absolutely you can. All right. And of course, our last but not the least. Not the least, the least. All right. I miss the least. Right. So there you go. Thank you so much, Linda. Okay. It's handmade, not Hallmark. Yes, very correct. Yes, once I get to the computer. Exactly. Yes, so I'm correct. Yes. Yes. Okay. I know Reagan is in the Call Me Crafty Al Sheetload Creative team this year. Right? So yes, congratulations to Reagan. Yes. And if you have not checked out her channel, my friend, she does have a YouTube channel and she does upload very regularly. All right, please do check it out. And, if you are not yet following her or subscribed, yes, please consider subscribing as well. All right. And if you see any of the people in the chat and you don't know them just yet, head on to their channels if they do have and check them out. All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. I think I'm updated on the chat. So let's put together this card 15. All right, so you have these two strips of the same pattern paper, but they have different thicknesses. All right, so there you go. All right, so and then, okay, we will, okay. Why is this one? Okay. Oh, I remember because this one, I cut a little bit. That's why. So it is the actual cut. It's just that this one, I cut a little bit earlier on. So that's why this came out looking like a little bit longer. All right, so we're going to put it together. So that's why when you're putting together your Kendra's Card Challenges cards, you can even, watch others while they're crafting or when they're live. Okay, so let's just cut off. See, this is not straight. So that's the thing. Sometimes last minute I want to tweak things. All right, there you go. So, and then there's the circle. Okay, and then there is another circle. Okay. And then what I want to do is, instead of another circle, I wanted to put that one. Okay. Let me see. Was it that one? Or I wanted to put this. And probably this. And we will offset. Maybe like that. All right, there. And then we'll put the love over there. Okay, I think I like that better. That looks just cuter. Right? It looks cute. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. So sometimes when we overthink things, right? So that's when we kind of, whatever it is that comes into mind the first time, then just follow through. And if you make a mistake, that's fine. As we always say, it's just paper. Oh gosh, my tummy is really aching now. Okay. Try not to eat too much before you go live, and especially at night. Because, okay, so this one, I wanna, instead of, you know what? Because this is already very busy. Let's just layer that. So it's a little bit thicker. Instead of offset, I changed my mind. Let's just layer. Okay, so it's a little bit thicker. There you go. And then let's put it together. Oh my goodness. We have done it, my friends. 15 amazing, beautiful cards. We did it in 2 episodes, right? So the first episode, okay, so the live stream previous to this one is the episode where we created and we cut, okay? I mean, we prepared everything for the 15 cards where we use the PDF, okay, for this, okay, not the PDF, the SVGs. All right, so for the mats and layers, and of course we started with the 6x6 pattern papers A to F, and then we moved on to the SVGs for the mats and layers. And then after that, just put together all the things that needed to be in a specific card. And we did finish card number 1, okay, last episode. And then we continued on with 2 to 15 today. All right. So, and yes, this is such a beautiful, the bonus printable that I used. Okay. Combined with, okay. So again, the critters that I used for this are actually from Not Too Shabby. Okay, thank you for catching that, my friend. But for the others, okay, I want to show you. Okay. I did show, okay, so that's card number 15. We're done with 15. Okay, so we are, thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Mary. All right, so before we go through the 15 cards, let's just show you some of the cards. Okay, so again, this one, it's like this one 2 ways. One with just a flat background, this one with a embossed one, and this one with a photo top. Okay, and this one, okay, definitely this one is part of the January bonus printable, as you can see. All right. There you go. See? That cute one. Come on, camera. There you go. Right? So those 2 bears. But what I did was to phototop them so they would have like glitter. So after printing, you see Be Mine, right? So I printed and then I added a glitter photo top. So that's the Be Mine, right? So I also showed you how to do the photo mats during our January live stream hub for Kendra's Card Challenge, right? So there's another one. Right, so this is with glitter photo top, okay, for both, and this is just the plain printed one. So any which way you go, it's gorgeous. Okay, this is another one. They're so cute, right? One with the glitter photo top and one with just the plain one. And this one, I just inked the background so that it's white so it can easily be seen, and this is just plain. So whatever somehow resonates with you best, see, that's the same set of, images, okay, but still look very, very different, okay? So this is the one I did during the actual live stream for the month of January. Okay, so again, let's go through the 15 cards. Okay, before we call it a day, we call it a night. All right, so let's go through the 15 cards. So that's 15, 14. How am I going to do this? First, let's do like that. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, no. This is one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So which one is your favorite, my friends? Again, let's go through and let's see if I can put them all together side by side so you can see, okay, how wonderful this challenge is. So if you have not yet tried joining, or if you haven't joined in a while, or if you are working on your challenge for KCC21, we're so excited and really to see what you have done. Okay, again, you don't need to use the bonus printables. This is a perk if you're part of Kendra's Card Challenge Patreon, paid Patreon. membership over on Patreon. This is a perk for all access and VIP. And I think another tier I might be forgetting. Hopefully Kendra can put it in the chat. What other tiers? The bonus printable is a perk. And definitely, if you just want to get the bonus printable, you can also do so, because you can also get that from the shop. And please don't forget that the SVGs, especially the mats and layers, which took Kendra such a long time to make and really, gave her a lot of headaches. All right. So it's up at 50% off right now on the Patreon shop. Okay. Let me just go back to that one and navigate through that so that you can see exactly. Okay, where is it? Okay, I had it here a while ago before we say bye-bye. All right, so let me see. Is it this one? Okay, there you go. Okay, let's just make it a little bit smaller. All right, so you head on to the shop. All right, so there you go. 50% off on the SVG bundle. All right, so that's the Complete Challenge Prep Kit. Okay, so that will give you let me see. Let me click on it. All right, so there you go. So it includes the 6x6 pattern paper SVGs, and of course the mats and layers, which you start with an 8.5 by 11 printer friendly version of the KCC21 PDF printable and complete PDF guide for mats and layers. Okay, so if you do want to cut it manually, Kendra also gives you the PDF guide for the mats and layers. And this is 50% off for the time being only. Okay, let me see. All right, and that is still Feb 14 only, so it's just $12.50 right now. And for the mats and layers, which is the newest SVG offering in Kendra, it is just $7 right now. Again, this is not gonna last forever, my friends. It's just till February 14. And what a perfect way to actually use those SVGs, because if you need to create a ton of, Valentine's Day cards, and for us, actually, you also have Lunar New Year coming up. Feb 16 is the eve and 17 is New Year. So we have another New Year activity coming up, right? So SVGs are definitely gonna be a perfect pairing for KCC21 right now. All right, so that is it for tonight. I'm super grateful to you, my friends. Hold on. So if you have liked this one, please don't forget to give me a like. And of course, please hit that notification bell so you do get notified when I do go live or videos or make videos or shorts. And please, yes, share. Sharing is caring. And finally, if you are not yet subscribed, if you can just hit that, click that subscribe button, that would be super nice. All right, all. Thank you, Mary. Oh, Mary said 9, 8, 7, all. Right, so Mary basically loves all of the sketches. Yes, and from Kendra, thanks everyone for joining. Yes, and if you know anyone who might, benefit from doing Kendra's card challenge, yes, please share the link to get, the free PDF for KCC21, so they can just have a feel of, how it is to be part of Kendra's card challenge. Yes, official VIP tiers get the bonus printables as part of the membership benefits. All right, so it's the official VIP, the all access. Okay, no. Again, it's from the official membership okay, up to the VIP tiers, right? So gets the bonus printable. And that is just what? $10, Kendra? Right? And you can get this one, which is yours forever to use, right? Okay, but it's only for personal use, though. Okay, if you want to others to use it, then lead them to the, to the shop. Nice meeting you, Linda from Mary. 14 and 15 is Linda's favorite. Ooh. Thank you, thank you. Must go get the mats and layers. Reagan, really. Especially for those who really are kind of busy. Right? So this and probably busy and want to make a lot. Right? Mass produce, as the title of this episode is, right? So having this SVGs is really very helpful. Again, you do need to have an electric die cutting machine, whether a Cricut or a Cameo or a Brothers Cut and Cut. But if you don't have any of those, then the SVGs might not be for you. But definitely there is the guides, right? So that's also part of it. Yes, have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Reagan. Thank you, Kendra. Oh, see, official is just $5, right? So I'm not getting the other $5. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, so from the official tier, all right, imagine just $5 a month and you get this, bonus printable, which is my favorite perk of all from, being part of the paid membership. All right. So the mats and layers is a huge time saver, even if you don't have a machine. Exactly. Because number one, it also saves you up on the, what do you call this? The papers. Because I told you before, I would use up a ton of solid cardstocks just to prepare, not because you need to, just because that's how I cut. And then I realized when I got the SVGs and the PDF for the cutting guides, okay, for the mats and layers, oh my goodness. Now you also save up on the materials, right? So thank you so much, Kendra, for being here and for all the the links and helping us navigate through the awesome challenge that we all love so much. All right, so with that, thank you so much. Oh, I forgot before I forget again. All right, so March 2, please don't forget to hit that notification bell on my channel. And of course, before this Cards for Cubs, okay, we actually have the February live stream where we're gonna be Lynn, Kendra, and Sean of Manly Made Minutes, Kendra of Cards by Kendra, and Lynn of LV Handcrafted, and yours truly, Mommy Guide Inc., are going to be working on mystery kits. That's another perk that you might have not heard of or might probably have forgotten, but is a perk of being part of Kendra's paid membership, right? And of course, we're gonna be going through KCC21 with the mystery kits, and we did a poll and we heard you, so we're going to be showing specifically some sketches that the community somehow finds a little bit intriguing, so to speak, right? So we will definitely help you all navigate through that. And again, thank you so much again for joining me. God bless you all and see you on the next one. Bye.